Now, you also need to understand that every exam of the CFA Institute is very expensive, right? If I have to give you a ballpark figure in lakhs, every level will, the fees will be anywhere roughly lakh of rupees plus GST, okay? So just imagine if you're doing an exam where you need to invest that kind of money, you better be prepared because there may never be a second chance, right? Now, overall CFA program करने में आपके 3 एग्जाम के फीस ही 3 से 3.5 लाख हो जाता है, और आप अज्यूम करें कोचिंग ऐड करें तो ओवरऑल आपका 4.5 से 5 लाख का खर्चा आता है, that you need to be prepared for, spreading over a span of 3 to 4 years. Having said that, the CFA Institute has got this concept of offering scholarship to students where they sometimes reduce the exam fee considerably. Now you can apply for it. There is no public data who gets it, how many students get it. So you have to try your luck. You apply for it, and if you get it, you're lucky. There have been students in our institute that have actually been able to get the scholarship. So we give you guidance of how to get it. But having said that, if you get it, you're lucky. Else you need to spend this kind of money, right? Number 4, very importantly, I think because the CFA program involves this kind of commitment, you really need to plan it very nicely between your college and your CFA studies. Or let's say if you're working, then between your work and your CFA studies, right? So both need to be prioritized and planned very properly, and that's where a mentor can really help. That brings me to the next point. Do we really need a coach for the CFA program? देखो ऐसा है, कोई भी program हो, whether it's the CFA program or any other program that you talk about, self-study is absolutely possible, provided you are able to give that kind of commitment, give that kind of discipline, and give that kind of regularity, right? Now, generally what happens in international exams, specifically like a CFA exam, firstly, the whole exam is very application based. It's an online exam, and the questions are very application based and tricky. Second, importantly, the concepts as you go ahead become so practical in nature that you really need a practitioner who's actually doing it in the industry to tell you how things work. Like, for example, you'll study a topic on bonds. You actually want to hear of somebody who values bonds out there, right? So I think वो एक angle बहुत important होता है which a mentor or a coach brings in, which is missing, of course, when you're studying by yourselves. तीसरा, every exam has an expectation, and the CFA exam also has an expectation. The examiner expects you to have some kind of skill, expects you to have some kind of standard. And I don't know whether you're aware, but the CFA exams have got a very secretive way of passing you. There is no pass rate criteria that they give you, okay? It's a percentile system. But generally they say that, you should at least have 70% of your questions right if you want to pass, which is quite high, right? So you really need to have that kind of benchmark or standard, and that's why you need a coach or a mentor to take you there.